What not to do in a relationship. I'm gonna use Trippie Redd and Angvish or AYLEK, whatever she goes by. I'm not using them per se, but I'm just using them as an example. But this is for normal guys. Obviously, this is not. None of this is applicable to celebrities. Let's get into this. Kick the music. And like I said, this video has nothing to do specifically with Trippie Redd or Angvish or AYLEK, but because they're celebrities and a lot of things, you know, money-wise and time-wise and all these other factors, they just don't pertain to normal people. But the principles and what you see unfold, these situations do occur in normal relationships all the time. And so this, I'm just using them as an example, but you know, I have no knowledge of their relationships, the in and outs, or any of that other stuff. I'm just using this scenario as this unfolds just to kind of show the normal guy what to look for and, you know, basically, you know, how not to get caught slipping. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to be playing you a clip from a YouTube channel called MONTREALITY. They've got a lot of great interviews. Yeah, this caught my eye a couple months ago, and it just stuck out of my head. So, anyways, I'm going to use a clip from them, and I'm just going to use a small part of it. In the beginning clip, the interviewer, he asks Angvish, AYLEK, I'll just call her AYLEK from now on. Anyways, he asks AYLEK, what's the most romantic thing Trippie has done for you so far? That's kind of, you know, he could have asked her the same thing about, you know, Trippie. So it's kind of like, you know, all right, whatever. You know, why does it got to be the guy doing the romantic thing? You know what I'm saying? So that goes both ways. Plus, you know, Trippie's probably fronting the bill for everything. So, anyways, so here's where we'll start off on the.
What would you say is the most romantic thing you've ever done?
You want
If you
this
had to tell her.
You heard?
If you had to tell her, what's the most romantic thing he's ever done? Ever.
I feel like every day is romantic, but he bought me this $5,000 bag. That's pretty romantic.
$7,000. It was $5,000.
Well, it was in. We bought it in.
Oh yeah, it was $7,000 in Canada, so it's $5,000.
It's hard.
Now, Trippie's not required to do anything romantic, you know what I mean? But I'm sure that buying a $5,000 or a $7,000 purse does not fall in the list of romance, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big romance novel guy, but I don't think there's a romance novel titled The Day He Bought Me My $5,000 to $7,000 Purse, and there's a whole book about it. So anyways, I don't think that kind of qualifies. Now we get to the part where Trippie tells us how he met her or came to set up a meeting with her, whatever. Just watch it.
Cause I love him to death. First time I seen her was on the gram, and I DM'd her picture to my DM just to remember her. So I looked up Trippie Redd in the DM, went to my own DMs, and she was there. And then I was in New York, and I hit her up, and she came, but she was tough. She was like,
when you're the guy that she's tough with, that's never a good sign. Okay? You know what I mean? When you're that dude that she's tough with, you know what I mean? It's never a real good sign. So back to it.
she thought she was cool. As soon as she got in my possession, you mine now. And she was mine.
All right, did you notice that little chuckle at the end? It's kind of almost like she's just like, you amuse me. You know what I mean? It's almost like she's just blowing it off. Like whatever he's saying, he's kind of professing like how much he digs her and this and that. And she's just, I mean, maybe that's her personality or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I've also known, you know, women that have done that. You know what I mean? And I've also seen friends and people in relationships where, you know, somebody will say something and somebody else will be like, yeah, you know what I mean? Okay. And it's usually like, You know what I mean? Like they're kind of like undercutting you. They don't believe you. They don't take you serious. Something to that effect. Okay, now where the normal guy comes in, that comes into normal guy. Okay. The other thing is this: being too young. All right, I believe at the time of this video, Trippie was like 19, maybe she was 20, or he was 20 and she was 21, or whatever the deal is. Way too young. Okay, not in celebrities. I'm saying normal people. Okay. Date all you want. Get your life together. Get your money right. Get your things that you want to do. Get your life lined up. Get your dream job. Get your goals taken care of. Don't waste your time getting serious about somebody that, by the way, these two, once I saw this video, I was like, oh, this isn't gonna last. And it was like a month or 2 months later, these two had broken up. Okay. So, anyways, but I remembered this video and I was like, oh, this would be a great video to kind of show people some examples. And obviously it is. So, the other thing is this, is spending wild money. I mean, the guy's got the money to do it, but granted, $5,000 is a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? $5,000 just to have freely, just sitting around, is a lot of money. You know, I think it's less than 57% of Americans, or 57% have less than $1,000 in their bank account or their savings account or their emergency fund or whatever. So $5,000 is a lot of money. And there's a lot of people out there that wouldn't take that for granted. So to be throwing it around. And here's the thing too, like Trippie Redd, like, I know this is not a normal guy thing, but let's just say you are a normal guy. And let's say you're making whatever. Let's say things are going fantastic and you're making, let's just say you're making $100,000 a year and everything's going wonderful. When you're making a truckload of dough, save it. Put it away. Don't start spending. Winter's coming. You know what I'm saying? Put it away. Have yourself, $10,000. Have yourself $50,000 in the bank saved up. Have some FU money. You know what I mean? If you want to get away from that boss you don't like, or the relationship you don't like, or whatever the situation is, that gives you the freedom. Money. Put it this way: money isn't about things; it's about freedom. That's it. That's all it is. It's just freedom. It's freedom. That's what money equals. Freedom. It doesn't matter. I don't care, man. All that other material crap. It doesn't mean anything. And by the way, that purse, $7,000 or $5,000, go try to sell that purse to somebody for $5,000. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. So anyways, all right, so back to the basis of this. Too young. So if you're a guy that's in your early 20s, middle 20s, late 20s, I don't care. Don't even think about getting serious till you are over 30, in your dream job, in your dream career, got money in the bank, you know what I mean? And you're set, okay? That's number one. Number two, don't blow your money on dumb stuff, okay? And, this is the other thing I wanted to touch on. He's like smothering her. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's like all over her. Like, every picture you see and every time you saw him after that, like, he was like always hanging on her and always this and that. Women hate being smothered. They hate the dude that's always hanging on them. They hate all of that stuff, okay? So women don't like to be smothered. Women like attention, but you got to dole it out in spurts. And if they think you're so readily available 24 hours a day and this and that, they're going to be like, oh, I already got this sucker. Let me see what else I can get. I've already got this guy in the bag. You know what I mean? This guy was easy. This is no challenge. So make sure that you keep that in the back of your mind. Like, you can't be spending all your time with somebody. You know what I mean? Even if you want to, you got to hold back. You know what I mean? Because if they think that, oh, you're just accessible 24 hours a day, and how does that value your time? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you were a business and somebody's like, look, I'm open from this time to this time. Well, then if you want their service or their product, then you better get your ass there when their hours are open, or you're SOL. Do you see what I'm saying? But if they're just like, oh, we're open 24 hours, you come on in whenever you want and do whatever you want whenever you want, then you're like, whatever, who cares? There's no rush. There's no emphasis on anything. So anyways, age, boom. It's blowing money on dumb, ridiculous stuff that you'll never ever see back, okay? And here's the thing too. Back to what I was saying about the guy making $100,000 or whatever. Everything's going great. Okay, let's just say everything's going fantastic, and then next year, bang, you lose your job. And let's say it takes you 6 months to get another job. Meanwhile, you're out here spending $5,000 on a girl's purse, and you know what I'm saying? A purse. She don't have $5,000 to put in the purse, but you're gonna give her $5,000 purse. It's ridiculous. Use your melon. Do you know what I'm saying? And if the girl wants gifts and all that crap, fantastic. I ain't the guy. Go. You know, find that dude somewhere else. Do you know what I'm saying? I ain't the guy. So, anyways, what are you bringing to the table? You know what I mean? What are you bringing to the table? But anyways, all right. So too young. Don't waste your money on silly things. Don't smother, especially a woman in a relationship. Don't smother them. You gotta hang back, man. Be cool. You know what I mean? Take your time. Be important. You're in demand. You know what I mean? Dole out some time, but not all of your time. You got to focus on your other stuff. You got to, you got this. You got this going on. You got your gym. You got, whatever. Your school. You're working on another business. You know what I mean? You got shit going on. You're a busy guy. Okay. And that's basically it, man. So don't smother somebody. Make sure you're old, before you even settle down. Don't waste your money on ridiculous nonsense. I don't care if you hit the lottery. You have no idea what's going to happen. You have no idea how fast money goes. You have no idea if you're going to sell records again. You have no idea if the whole market shifts. And I mean, whoever, you know what I mean? Look at mumble rap. That just blew everybody out the window, and all of a sudden everybody's trying to do that. And then same with trap music. And then same with the EDM music. And then go back to what's his face? Skrillex and all that. Dubstep. You know what I'm saying? Like what that was, you know what I mean? You couldn't get, there wasn't enough dubstep for 1 year, and then all of a sudden he wins a Grammy and it's gone. Skrillex can't get a, you know what I'm saying? Guy won a Grammy, can't, you know what I'm saying? So you don't know what the future lies. Stack your cash. All right, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope you got some positive, good information out of this. I'm trying to cut these down. I know everybody doesn't have a lot of time, and attention spans are short. So anyways, appreciate you listening. Thank you so much. If you have some comments or questions, or I'm going to get to a whole bunch of stuff, but if you've got questions regarding relationships or, something else, along those lines that I can help you with, leave it in the comments, and, if I can get to it, fantastic, and we'll just go from there. But anyways, I appreciate everybody, hanging out and listening. Hope you got some good, valuable advice. This was not, like I said, this was nothing about the couple involved. I was just using their situation as an example. Okay. I mean, their whole situation is on a whole nother level than a normal Joe, but the principles still apply to a normal Joe. All right. Y'all be cool. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. I'm out.